What shall I do?
What will you do? Is this a question? Show that you know the poem and remind them what a poem it is. Well, you know what you must do. Go, confront the problem, fight, win, and call me when you get back, darling. I enjoy our visits.
Welcome to the Poetry Dojo,
where we learn to know our poems
and learn to wield them to fight and win.
Today we are considering The Naming of Cats by Tom Eliot. Thomas Stearns Eliot.
Thomas Stearns Eliot?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that. I consider myself better informed from just having heard this.
That's why you pay the big bucks for this podcast, my friends.
Absolutely. And we've talked about him before, and we'll talk about him again.
Maybe one of these days we'll talk about a poem that's not from Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats, but it is not this day.
Not today. The Naming of Cats by T.S. Eliot. The naming of cats is a difficult matter. It isn't just one of your holiday games. You may think at first that I'm as mad as a hatter when I tell you a cat must have 3 different names. First of all, there's the name of the family used daily, such as Peter, Augustus, Alonzo, or James, such as Victor or Jonathan, George, or Bill Bailey. All of them sensible, everyday names. There are fancier names if you think they sound sweeter. Some for the gentlemen, some for the dames, such as Plato, Admetus, Electra, Demeter. But all of them sensible, everyday names. But I tell you, a cat needs a name that's particular. A name that's peculiar and more dignified. Else, how can he keep up his tail perpendicular, or spread out his whiskers, or cherish his pride? Of names of this kind, I can give you a quorum, such as Munkustrap, Quaxo, Coricopat, such as Bombalurina, or else Jellylorum. Names that never belong to more than one cat. But above and beyond, there's still one name left over. And that is the name that you will never guess. The name that no human research can discover. But the cat himself knows and will never confess. When you notice a cat in profound meditation, the reason I tell you is always the same. His mind is engaged in a rapt contemplation of the thought of his name, his ineffable, effable, ineffable, deep, and inscrutable, singular name. The Naming of Cats by Tom Stearns Eliot. What can you, I mean, ineffable. What poem has that particular word in it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I wonder if he wanted to write more poems because he had more names. He'd come up with more names and needed to put them somewhere.
Well, it was clearly as he's sitting there going, okay, I need a word that rhymes with daily. Bailey rhymes with daily. I'll just, and I need something that rhymes with names. James. And then blah, 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 blah. Out comes that. He had to work a little bit for Sweeter and Demeter, dames and names. He had a list of words. He just like it rhymes with names. I'm doing a thing on cat names. Yeah. Give me the words that rhyme with names.
I've joked about it, but I will not be surprised in 100 years when we find out that Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats was just a cipher. It was written in cipher as a front for some sort of smuggling ring or something. It had a deeper purpose.
Aha! I would believe it, because something's being said here.
And we're not quite sure what.
Nevertheless, it is meant to be fun. In order to, again, win the judges over, you need to be heartfelt and serious in a
tongue-in-cheek
fashion.
Yes. Go all in.
Yep.
You can't hold back on this or ask questions.
And make sure that you don't trip over names like Munkustrap or bombalurina.
Yeah, and nail that effing ineffable.
Nail it hard.
What more can we say?
What more can we say? There you go.
Thank you for tuning in. This has been a production of Diecast Media Group. Please recommend us to friends, family, relations, but not your competitors. Feel free to email us with questions at poetrydojo@diecastmediagroup.com. And tune in next time for another exciting episode and another fine poem.